Alright, so you're nostalgic for some Mario Kart 64, want to give it a spin, but you forgot it looks like this, and would rather play it like this, and you want the added benefit of launching it from Steam? Well, I got just a video tutorial for you. Let's dive straight in. To get started, we need to download a couple different things. The first thing we need to download is the Dolphin emulator. Search for Dolphin emulator in your favorite web browser. Click on downloads and scroll down a little bit and make sure that you're downloading the versions shown on the screen or older. If you download a newer version than this, the new versions do break the mod for some reason, and I've done extensive testing and have not been able to fix it, so make sure you download the version shown on the screen. The next thing you want to download is the Mario Kart 64 HD texture pack. You want to make sure you click on the Dolphin link to make sure we get the compatible version. There are two versions of this download, compressed and uncompressed. To my eyes, they look exactly the same. I recommend to download the top link shown on the screen. Next, we need a way to extract the files we just downloaded. I recommend 7-zip. It's very easy to use and it's free. Next, do a Google search for Mario Kart 64 Dolphin. This will take us to its Wikipedia page. Scroll down and click the link shown. We're not going to download anything from this page, but we need to input a few gecko codes to enhance the look of the game, which we will get to shortly. Now go back to your desktop. If you followed along, you will have Dolphin, our HD texture pack, and 7-zip on the desktop. Run 7-zip and install it. It's really easy. Then extract Dolphin and the texture pack to your desktop. Go ahead and delete the downloaded files after they are extracted to clean up some clutter. I recommend renaming the Dolphin folder, but it's entirely optional. Depending on your PC, the extraction process can take several minutes, which is normal. The last thing we need is Mario Kart 64 itself. In this case, we actually need the Virtual Console version, which ends in .wad. I own the Virtual Console version, which I extracted from my Wii, so if you don't own this, Google is your next best bet. The next thing we are going to do is move our Dolphin folder to its permanent location. I recommend the C drive, but it can be anywhere you want. Just be sure to remember where you placed it. Once you've moved the folder over, open the folder itself and create a new folder called ROMs. Then move your Mario Kart 64 ROM to this newly created folder. Once you've moved your game over, go back to the Dolphin icon shown on the screen and create a shortcut to your desktop. Now let's go ahead and run Dolphin for the first time. However, make sure to click on Never Auto Update. If you update Dolphin, it will break the HD mod. First icon we want to click on is Config. Under General, make sure Enable Cheats has a blue check. Next, click on Path. We want to add our location for Mario Kart 64 so it can be seen by Dolphin. Click Add. Then find your ROM folder you just created. It may not show it by default, but here's how to find it if you don't see it and have been following along. Now we want to configure our controller. Click on the standard controller, then configure to simulate a GameCube controller. On the drop-down menu, find your controller of choice. I'm using a PlayStation 4 controller, but any Xbox or Blue controller works. Configure it to your liking. Click on the Always Connected box to avoid your controller from disconnecting too quickly. Now we are going to click on Graphics. The settings you click here are going to depend on how powerful your system is. For the back end, make sure to switch to Vulkan if you have a decent graphics card. Make sure to click on 416:9 as we are going to need it for this game. I strongly recommend you enable compile shaders before starting to avoid in-game stutter even if your system isn't very powerful. VSync and full screen are optional. Under Enhancements tab, increase the internal resolution to your liking. Anti-aliasing and texture filtering is optional. And the most important setting in here is under the Advanced tab. Look for the utility box and click on Load Custom Textures. If you miss this step, the texture mod won't load. Now let's test out the game to see if it starts. Looks like it's good. Now we are going to start the enhancement process, and we're going to do so by applying some cheats. Open your web browser and navigate back to the page with the cheat codes shown on screen. Now highlight and copy the cheat code. Make a mental note that it's a Gecko cheat code. Go back to Dolphin, right click on Mario Kart and go to Properties. Then find the Gecko Code tab. Add a new code, name it as shown, then paste the code and save. We have one more code to add. Go back to the browser, copy and paste this code just like before. Now it's time to apply the HD texture mod. The first thing you want to do is get the game ID. There is an easy way to do it. Right click on Mario Kart, Properties, then navigate over to the Info tab. Highlight the game ID, then right click, then copy. Now click on File and open User folder. Find the folder called Load and open it. Then find the Textures folder and open that one. Then create a new folder and paste the game ID we just copied as shown. If you don't do this step, the custom textures won't load. Now open this newly created folder, and what we want to do now is take the extracted HD textures folder from earlier on the desktop and simply drag it over as shown. At this point, you can go ahead and close everything out except for Dolphin. In case you missed it earlier, make sure cheats are enabled and custom textures are also enabled as shown. If these are already checked, don't make any changes. Alright, moment of truth. Let's take her for a test run. Looks pretty good. At this point, if you just want to play the game, you are all set to game on. But if you want to be able to launch the game within Steam, keep following along with me. Open Steam, click on Add a Game on the bottom left, then add a non-Steam game. If you place Dolphin in the C drive, you should already see it. However, if you don't see it, click on Browse, then navigate to wherever you placed the Dolphin folder. In my case, it was the C drive. Click on the blue Dolphin icon, then open. Make sure it's checked, then click Add Selected Programs. If you just want to launch Dolphin, you are all set. But if you want to launch Mario Kart directly, we have a few more steps to take. The next step is to go back to your Mario Kart 64 game, and what you want to do is change the default program that launches the game. Right-click the game, open with, choose another app, choose another app, then once again find the Dolphin location and change it to Dolphin. And set it to always. Be advised, this will launch the game, so exit out. Mario Kart should now show the blue Dolphin icon next to its name. Now go back to Steam, right click, then go to Properties. Change the name to Mario Kart. Once you've changed the name, the last step is to change the target location from Dolphin to Mario Kart 64. Click Browse and navigate to your Mario Kart 64 folder. You will notice the game is not there. You will need to type in the name, but once you see it, click on it and then open. Alright, you did it. Let's click play and give it a test run. Now, if you want to add some artwork, I have a separate video for that. Click on the links in the description. Thank you for watching this video. If you learned something from it, a like and subscribe go a long way. I also have a full long play on the channel if you want to check out the full game. Until the next one, peace out.